Good day to each and every one of you. The digital marketing evolution. So from digital marketing, I'll just give you a brief idea or a brief uh, evolution of digital marketing. So first, we have the email in 1970s, the cell phone also, and the AOL.com is the most visited and the first domain name, okay, which is symbolics.com. Then we have the WW, which is the World Wide Web. This was invented by Tim Berners-Lee. Then the AOL in instant message. While there is Google AdWords in 2000, so this was introduced no 2000 pa lang naman. Then ang pinakasikat talaga noon is Yahoo. Then 2004 si Facebook, but before Facebook, of course, we have what we call Friendster. Then you have there the LinkedIn, the MySpace. I don't know if MySpace is still existing. The LinkedIn again is for business profile, not personal account. Right? Then 2005, nag-start si YouTube. Then 2006 si Twitter. 2010 is Instagram, Pinterest, or iPad. So why are we telling about these social media websites or these websites or these online platforms? Because this involves digital marketing, and this is the space for the marketers to advertise, to sell, to have a transaction with customers around the world. Okay? So we now proceed or move forward the difference of between traditional marketing and digital marketing. So benefits of traditional marketing, I'll be discussing one benefit and the rest is for you to read. So your target local audience can be reached easily. So that's accessibility. For example, in an area wherein there is a slow internet signal or there's no internet at all, of course, in rural areas, radio could play or could be used, no? So radio will be used for your advertisement, for your product. So the accessibility of the local audience is reachable. So the downside to this traditional marketing is that printing or radio ads can be very expensive. So it is very costly and you will not be able to assess whether that printing material had been in the trash can after you handed it out. Kasi usually, di ba, if pupunta tayo sa mall, may magbibigay ng flyers, siguro parang just 5 seconds, just 10 seconds. It's not just the little exposure of printing materials na natatapon na nga lang sa basurahan, ano, and you also have kasi to pay those who will give out the flyers, di ba? In terms of printing materials, ano? And radio ad could be parang yung channel time na para kasi yun siyang television time. Ang binabayaran mo is yung oras, segundo. So, these are just parang short time exposure of your products or services that is being advertised. And it's really expensive in terms of comparing it to digital marketing. So, the benefits of digital marketing naman, again, I will just be discussing one benefit, then the rest is for you to read. You may target a local audience but also an international audience. Of course, the global marketing would be possible because if you posted something that is already 24/7 on the internet and it will also be seen by different customers from different locations which are easily accessible when you have internet access. Okay? Thus, you have to prepare for the delivery if you will be exposing it globally, no? Or you could have said in your description about the delivery of products of or services is just for this area so that they'll be more aware of your um, territory or sabihin natin jurisdiction, not really jurisdiction, but your local target area. However, the side of digital marketing which is not on your module. So, isa lang din yung ibibigay ko and for you to research other downsides, no? Is that digital marketing can be obsolete easily. Okay? So, bakit? Because the rapid changes in technological advancement that you have to change from time to time. It's not just you're preparing one advertisement that could go for like a year, but you have to prepare an advertisement all throughout the year for like every week or every month, dependent on the company you are working. Okay? Sige, magbibigay pa ako ng isa pang downside ng digital marketing. At some point din kasi, we have online sellers na hindi nakikita rin ng DTI, and for our government not to tax those who are the online sellers or online sellers, lalo sa Facebook, di ba? You have the live sellers there, pero were they taxed, di ba? Were they um, regulated by the government? Kasi at some point, pag hindi ka talaga registered, for example, sa DTI, if you will ask help from them kapag ikaw ay na-scam,